Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another look at Solace crafting. It's a distance travel-based survival, a little bit RPG sandbox, if you will. So we're back at our town of Bone Town. Actually, look at that. That's our beacon from the town now. That is quite huge. About 13 hours into this one. Town is looking very good. Got a lot of questions on how to start the town and how to get it everything. Basically, I would only build one big town at the beginning at your starting point, and you can upgrade all these, so eventually you can craft all the different tiers and everything from here. And one main complaint about this is these guys keep, might even get rid of some of those guys, but they keep producing all these tier 0 materials, and now my thing is always full. And all of this I don't really need anymore, but that's alright, that's alright. Even managed to do a little bit of farming. Do I have to water that again? I have no idea. It's mature. I don't know what that means. Too young. Alright, we'll wait a couple years. Alright, so let's get over here. I did actually do, but you'll notice weird thing on the channel. I actually did sort because now there is different tiers of materials. Right now, so far I've gotten tier 0, tier 1, and tier 2. And then you have common, and then uncommon, etc. So there's a lot of stuff. But it organized a little bit. Let's actually go through town. Because we can actually learn recipes now, but we need 50 tier 1 uncommon iron for that. If we want to learn these kind of slightly better recipes. And this is what you need to upgrade these. You need a lot of wooden construction supplies, which we basically need 100 regular common lumber, and common iron, and then as you upgrade the places more and more, you'll need bigger, etc., etc. Like if I want to upgrade this, and I figured this would talk about all the things I did get wrong. These actually isn't food for you. This actually feeds these imaginary people. Yeah, so if you want to get more buildings, you're going to need a certain amount of food generated to accommodate all of that. Eventually, yeah, we can learn some of this. Tier 1 uncommon iron. Tier 5 rare iron. Ooh, okay, that's going to be expensive. Go to the deconstruction table, and I was upgrading everything before the video, so I've got the best kind of tools. I'll tier 1 that I can get. Break up all these old tools. Check that. I'll leave that in the table for now. Let's not mess with that. It also does have eating and drinking, and you kind of have to barely pay attention to that because I've already got so much meat, so much water. We'll never go hungry again. And also, let's talk about our level and some craziness about this as well, because I'm actually now, if you see this, level 19. I would actually, because this is distance-based difficulty, every kilometer you go out, the enemies gain a level. So right now, to catch up to my level, I would have to travel about 19 kilometers. So it is a fair bit, and I haven't even been that far, unfortunately. So I will steamroll everything probably in this video. I've done a bunch of dungeons. I killed a lot of things. So we're leveling quite well. But let's go into our skill tree now. We've done a little bit. Do I have a mining point? Let's go with the strong pick, I suppose. We're doing a little bit of that. I've worked a little bit. Tailoring would be like light armor, like clothes, other stuff like that, which if we do want to really do magic, probably would like to get into that. Might want at some point. Leatherworking, probably kind of medium armor, if you want to know like a medium build. I've been doing a lot of heavy stuff because I want to become basically invincible. We actually do have 2 smithing points as I was doing everything. How about a longsword, perchance? For melee weapons crafted on a smithing in damage. Ooh, that would be nice. Here's the damage of the tools we make. Oh, very, very nice. So I do give it. It has graphically, as we talked about before, it's nothing amazing. It does get the job done. I don't think it's horrible. A little old school. but it does get the job done. I will actually put a video, a link to in the description below the video. Deliver put out a dev video a little while after we're talking about all this stuff and why he did release it into full release from its early access, because it's not done. We'll talk about that a little bit going on. I also did hear rumors of him gonna start a new game, but the thing about this is, why would I trust you to on a new game when you haven't even finished the old one yet? And one of the reasons he did release it, and this is, can't say this is not entirely scummy, because generally when a game goes off of early access to new release, it gets a little bit more traction. You will generate a good amount of sales, but then your rep does take a hit if it's not finished. As clearly you can tell, a lot of this is not really where you would like to see it. Especially that when we get into classes, because maybe I'm misunderstanding this, but there seems like there's stuff that's not implemented yet, and you're out of early access. What does that mean? I can make a spell book. Sure. I have no idea. I think I've got all my points on that. I've got about 40 squire points. Quite a bit. So now I put a little bit in this, a little bit in that. When you go down to here, see this, I can't even touch this because it says classes are not implemented. I don't know if that has to do something I have to find, but I have a pretty sure idea that might not. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I can't see a way that I would get enough points in to access that yet. Maybe I have to get enough points in Guardian, but you think it would at least show me what we could possibly do. Look around and see. There's nothing that indicates that. Okay. And I put a little bit of points. Disciple. Apprentice, because I want to summon a familiar. That's the only reason, because my magic really basically sucks right now. Wearing all heavy armor. There's a heavy penalty to magic under that. But yeah, this looks promising, but if that's not really in the game, what the heck is what I would say. I actually have figured this out quite a bit. I even figured out terraforming. Oh, that was a tickle. Basically, you bring up your Y button. This basically moves every tier, and then you can see over to your right what needs lowered, what needs raised. And so basically you can flatten the area. But the game is very confusing what went flattened, because this is flattened. That is gonna be, that needs to be lowered, that needs to high. You can get it done. It takes a bit of fiddling though. I feel almost unnecessary, but alright, now we're gonna get a little bit about the rain and talking. The developer did release it also because he was pretty much dead broke. He was gonna have to take out like a loan, credit card loan or something, because yeah, early access, that's a problem, especially many years in early access, generating a ton of sales. If you do not have another job going, that can really hurt. Everything here is tier 0. And maybe we do get some uncommon as well, because I do have a scanner. Actually, you can't get scanners. This scans all the way out to here, and it will scan any uncommon metal. So if you want different scanners, etc., get them all, set them up, then you can find the uncommon stuff. We're gonna go travel a little bit, because I have traveled a fair bit. I would say a fair bit. There's way longer to go. Let's go to our tier. I did finally get tier 1 stuff about 5 kilometers out. And I really wouldn't set up any other town or outpost or anything until you're at least into the next tier. I do not think it would be worth it. Here, if I set up 4 near here, then they will generate limestone. And if you do set up guys here, everything they would generate would be tier 1 stuff into your storage. I don't think I'm going to do that right now, because I'm thinking I'm already out leveling tier 1 stuff a little bit. I've got tier 1 armor for the most part. We'll see what level this guy is, but yeah, he's a level 5, and I'll take a tier 1 crystal. I just wrecked him. Not even trying. Okay, so travel a little bit more, and I've just been heading north. Well, northwest. I've gone about Uh, kind of really wish it would show you on the. Oh, there it is. A little tough to tell, but that's yeah, 13 kilometer. My next waypoint. Getting about to here. Okay, so let's travel up. I actually dig over some mountains, and now I'm back in the desert. Okay, so let's go. I did make a boat as well. I think the boat's a way back, though. The boat's fairly cheap, and it works. You don't do any rowing animation or anything, but it does actually work fairly well. As you can see, this is all tier 2 stuff. Can I even get this now? No, even with my strong pick. So you kind of have to get all your stuff to tier 1. Keep working on it, grinding it up, so eventually... I mean, I can't get iron ore, but it will literally take forever. Yeah, because it takes like 4 or 5 strikes to even get tier 2 stuff. But my combat skills are really... Yeah, I two-hit stuff out here. That's a level 13. Also, a wacky amount of animals. Alright. Do it. Really? Well, I'm starting to take I took a little bit of damage there, so they're getting semi-tougher. Yeah, things are getting tougher now, and even my... Yeah, it's tier 1, so I really need to use tier 1 iron and that, but I do want to travel a little bit. Let's go. There's a lava cave over here, but I don't have really enough, because to raise your body temperature to... Hey, stop it. Stop it, there you go. To raise your temperature endurance, you have to have higher level underwear. And I can't craft anything better just yet, unfortunately. Have to be higher tier, not a level. That. Head up. I'll head this way anyway. I also did look, there's a kind of a fairly older guide. A little outdated. Because I was generally curious, because there's only really one. I've only seen one guide on this game. I don't want to spoil anything, but I was just curious if we could get up there. Apparently we can. There's like a teleporter near there. We did get some tier 2 iron ore from a monster drop. Be an easier way to go. I just don't know how far that is away, really. Okay, so at least we're still doing a good amount of damage. About 13 kilometers away from our starting point. Ooh, so we got some... I don't even think I can even touch this, unfortunately. Yeah, the combat is nothing to write home about, but I am enjoying it. The more skills I'm getting, we'll show off some of these. My magic will be rather poor. Yeah, that's... I can't even touch that. Monolith, though. You notice the clipping, that's... One guy will say this is very impressive over 6 years of working on this. Just one developer. I feel like I've already kind of got my money's worth out of this one. You're a little tougher, but... Not that you did damage to me, it just took me longer to get you down. You've got some basic tier 2 resources, which are pretty useless, but... What would you do when you get to every tier is you go build another spot, get some stuff, then go to the next tier. There's progression, getting a lot forward and forwarder. And I don't know if it ever ends. I really don't... Can't even really do anything with you, unfortunately. Because we have to keep an eye on that. And I don't even have any idea how far away that is. See if we can find a dungeon or anything interesting on the way. There's a vertical dungeon. Which is kind of interesting. It's just a building that you go up a bit. We're all level 13s. Tier 2 stuff, I suppose, since I really can't. I harvest it now. I'd probably have to make quite a bit of weapons. I think you might even have to grind out making some tools to level up your smithing. Just so you could actually upgrade that and upgrade your tools. I've upgraded a couple of crafting stations, so I can basically craft all tier 1 stuff. I got a little bit of murder, and let's, this is my favorite spell, though. Nice, it does freeze him a little bit. This would do more damage if I wasn't wearing heavy armor, though. Murder. I know you didn't even want any of that. I apologize. That in our eye. If I have enough to set up, I might just set up a Solace crystal. Take. Go. It's fair. Same one, right? What actually? I feel like you're whoa, you're way closer. You guys aren't traveling, right? I can't tell. No, I don't think it is. And I am taking some poison damage, but I'm healing up enough with my perks and skills that the poison can't actually even harm me. Which is nice. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Get some tier 2 stuff. But then once you get... So, this way. The game really does need map markers, though. That would be nice. At least would show up. There's no mini-map or anything, but... This is a little bit old school, which I don't mind. But for combat challenge-wise, you would have to travel just quite a bit. Because you level up so fast. From just combat and everything. It's really tough to... get where it would be challenging. I mean, unless you get crappy gear or anything, but as long as you're prepared, it's not much of a challenge. Hey, stop that. Ground pound. That's you, sir. I'm not even gonna grab that stuff. It is here. Okay. Hold this video to get to there. Supposed to be some kind of portal. Monolith thing in it, actually. Kind of disappointing. The vertical dungeon. No idea. Very interesting concept because you have to... that old school kind of place where you think it would be. No, this is just one of those old ruins. Which I don't... you can't actually deconstruct parts of this. I think the goal is to basically get to that light to get some light. Actually, go to build. Because we can go select this. If I had that done, I could actually build in here a little bit. But, I mean, you can make an interesting tower, perhaps, and then get to there's these little things that will give you, like, 10 light apiece. Well, we could make this a place. Like a wizard's tower. But, no, I'm going to keep going. We're not as far as I'd like to be. We're getting closer to that, though. And what is that? That is interesting. That's what I like about this game, really, is I keep finding new stuff. A little tougher. But not that tough. That's a Solace crystal. I didn't think they existed. I thought I just made them. Okay. I got another one. Where does that teleport me to? I don't know. We'll find out. No, that's the same. Ah, I'm going back in the same direction. Oh, okay. So they don't. To be fair, the game does look a little bit alike. Going this way a little bit. It doesn't show these teleporters on the map. I don't think so. Distance. Game could use a little bit more ambient soundtrack. The weird thing is that the game will occasionally play music for a little while, and then it will stop. So I would rather prefer to do it all the time or not at all. Like, oh, this is nice, and then it stops. And occasionally the game will just do that as well. I found the further I'm going out, sometimes the game will be janky. Get this. At least they are starting to hurt a little bit, but ground pound. Well, you're doing a little bit of ooh. Alright, I've cleared 25 monoliths. And hey, do you mind, sir? Learned a schematic for miner ready metal leggings. One thing about those is those do take up a spot if you even put it in storage. You can use that to craft a special recipe, but you can't just learn it. You have to have that book. So you can, if you want to use that again, you kind of have to keep that book. Slightly annoying. This way. I'm determined to find this now. Ah, mother! Ah, sir. How are we doing experience-wise? So, XP is 20 now. Gee, did that happen? Okay, so I leveled up again. All right. Then we would have to go. We're just gonna go straight down the line. I'm kind of making a middle. A little more strength though, so I can murder. That's kind of nice. Let me get 6 more points. Throw that into. I guess we could upgrade our magic skill level. We could gain chance to gain mana when we do damage. Let's just upgrade our magic skill. Upgraded that. Stunning attack? I don't know. Okay, so now basically next time we level up, we can get a familiar. Oh, and actually, I can use magic stick. I didn't know I couldn't. Oh, good. Good, good. Oh, and actually... Oh, this is where I think that I am stupid. I didn't know there was more than that. So there's more down the line. Okay. They're like... There's what I know if I gained all this in the tree, would I be able to go down to that class, or that doesn't exist at all? At that point, like, why did you put it in there if you weren't going to actually finish it? He's still here. You see, our food and water hasn't really gone down. Can't really dive. I believe there's fishing as well, but I haven't gotten around to that. Gotta be getting close. I do not know what the thing looks like. It's like there's some kind of teleport or something. Yeah, so don't even bother, I think. I see this is kind of nice music. It is nice music. I think definitely when I picked this up, when it came out in early access, it was like 15 bucks. Developers just charged 20. I played far worse games that have been 3 times the price, so. I would like to see the implementation of the classes and everything else. I would like to see that. It's not a difficult game, but it is interesting. Yeah, so there's fish down there. The developer did mention about hiring some people to do some of the other stuff on overhauls. Well, the sales were going okay. Hopefully we take some of that money and reinvest on getting upgrades. Oop. I'd also really just like to know how much light I have, because I never know. I know I have more than enough, probably. Okay, let's just keep going. I'm just going to murder you, because you were probably going to get in my way anyway. Okay, we're almost there. I think. You know what? Ha! Sadly, like your magic skills go, can we kind of like that old school Morrowind? If you just keep doing magic, you get better at it. Gotta be close. They're about 14 kilometers out, so all the enemies are now level 14. So you can see they're still not very chunky. I think I grinded a little too bit in the earlier levels, so now it's death itself. It's directly under there, what the guide said. Yeah. Here, 2 emeralds. Actually, I can't put a bunch of stuff on my... The only thing I know how to do right now is put light sockets, and I honestly have no idea what those do. I don't have that in my armor right now. I can learn various other ones, though I haven't put that out yet. Oh, gotta be, like, really, really close. Something to mine up there, but I might make a crystal or something here. Come back when I can do it. Gotta be relatively close. Yep. Kind of good for just slowing them while I wait for my other skills to come back. Where are you? Somewhere around there. Gotta be, like... Okay. Thanks. And I feel like I'm kind of right under that right now. Let me see. Floating island portal. Okay, okay, now I can... Guess if we're far enough down, it'll show up. Okay. Hey, that is nice. I wasn't expecting that. I thought I'd just have to find it. You're a little chunkier, my friend. I'm appreciating that. Okay, so... I believe we just go straight. We're drowning slightly, but there we're okay. Eyeballing that, I would have had no idea. I don't believe there are any enemies up there. Well, that guide was outdated, so. Oh, we can't actually. Oh, wait. I discovered that by accident. There's no tutorial or anything about that. Can I? Why would I? Is there a reason? Stones under here, but there's stones on the ground, too. Don't think I can harvest that. I don't know. Now we can do that. I didn't even know. Maybe there is a reason for diving, but no idea. We don't have very much air, so it can't be too much. Okay, so it's straight ahead. That does make sense. Okay, well, I'll take care of you. Imagine a lot of the same character models, but maybe they just get tougher. I know there was some golems and some other stuff, so alright, let's, warning code level 2. Well, we won't be able to survive very long. Yeah, we're losing. Oh no, there are enemies! Ah, okay, so we need, well, okay, well, come back to this. I'm still suffering from cold, dude. Oh, for like 7 seconds. Ow, okay, so until we get better underwear, I can't really show that off too much. Only get a second. Don't know why I had that second spell. Or did I learn a better same UI? Can't imagine it would be. No, okay, so I just had an extra double on the toolbar there. Maybe we just make... We come back someday for this. We'll just make a Solace crystal to teleport back. Oh god, am I still frozen? Oh god, no. Oh wait. That is... Am I so cold? Back home. Like, because am I even close to that? It won't stop. Why am I so cold? Okay, that's a bit buggy. I don't know what to do. It won't stop. I'm not in cold too. We're normal place now. Oh, okay. See, stuff like this. Stuff like this is just kind of stupid. That doesn't even make any sense. But I will... Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave off here because I'm probably have to get a mess around because... I don't even know what I did with the stuff on the left now, but... Yeah, because currently right now... Oh yeah, they're just hitting F5, I guess. Yeah, the game is going to kill me because it thinks it's cold too when it's really not. So, this is basic stuff right here. This is little things that are tripping up, I think, what is an amazing game. But I want to show this off in the future. If you guys do like this series, you've liked the last couple of videos, I will do something in the future. Alright, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button. It does help out a lot. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.